All right. Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is Edward, where I say, and on the seat with me is Mr. Benison Tima. Together, we are your hosts in taking the ride, taking you to where you need to be in this new dispensation. Friends, we are ready for the big thing. If you are ready, I am ready. I want to welcome no other person but the millionaire maker. He's good at what he's doing. He has raised billionaires. Guess what? He's not raising billionaires. If you are still here, friends, make welcome to no other person but engineer, Ejoke, Enaks. The floor is yours, sir.
Oh, thank you very much, Mr. Eddie. And it's night over here. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon. Anyway, you join us from around the world. I'm really excited about what I'm about to share because it's a very powerful secret that is changing life all over the world. And I say it again that what you have does not matter as much as what you do with it. And what you do with it is a function of the amount of knowledge you have about what you have. Okay, so I repeat, what you have does not matter as much as what you do with it, because what you do with it is a function of the amount of knowledge you have about what you have. So today I'm going to show you that what you have is enough to change your life. I'm not going to show you something that probably you need 5 years of experience, or you need $10,000, or you need 1 million, naira or whatever to change your life with. I'm going to show you how that what you have currently is enough, all right, to change your life. What you have currently is enough to take you to the next level, which of course, okay, can catapult you to where you're going to be like, well, yesterday was completely history for me. Can I share my screen, Mr. Eddie? Am I good to go?
Yes, please.
So I'll start with a disclaimer. All right, I'll start a disclaimer because I'm going to call in some big numbers today. So I like to put a disclaimer. All right, so I'll start with a disclaimer so that I have a situation whereby we're on the same page. All right, the first disclaimer I want to share now is that all information expressed here are for education purpose only and therefore should not be considered financial advice. Cryptocurrency investments are risky. Please take notes. All right. Today, I'm going to be addressing just one question. And that's the purpose of this meeting. I'm just going to address one question. That question, if you understand, if you're able to get the right answer to that question, you can be a dollar millionaire. And that's true. And this is like maybe in 3 to 5 years or 2 to 5 years, a dollar millionaire. And that big question today is, what crypto should I buy and hodl? What crypto should I buy and hodl? As simple as this question may appear, it's a dollar million, it's $1 million question. And if you can answer this question correctly, it comes to the change of life completely. Now, what is hodling? Hodling is a term used by cryptocurrency investors that choose to hold certain cryptocurrency regardless of the market fluctuation with expectation to take large profits in the near future. Now, welcome to Moon Arcade, your ticket to the moon. I'm going to show you how Moon Arcade can assist you in knowing the right crypto to buy and the right crypto to hodl. But first thing, let us analyze some things carefully. Why are people crazy about crypto today? Why is it that everywhere you go, somebody is talking about crypto? Well, the answer is not far-fetched. You see, in February 2012, right, 1 ounce of gold was valued at $1,547, 1 ounce of gold. Now, that same February 2012, if you would have put in $1,747,000, $1,547, you would have been able to buy 1,574 Bitcoin, because then $1 could only buy one Bitcoin. Now, 10 years after, you would see from my illustration here that gold has only appreciated by about $300 after 10 years. 1 ounce of gold has only appreciated by $300. That means your 1,500 has only gone to 1,900 after 10 years. But that same 1,500, if it was put in Bitcoin, it would have been $61 million today, February 2022. And so what's clear about that? It's clear that, yes, there is more opportunity right now in crypto, arguably, than any other industry in the world when it comes to retail investing. Now, but why is it happening? Well, if you understand how trends work, you understand why people are making a lot of money from crypto, all right, compared to investing in other industries like gold and the likes. The reason is simple. You see, every trend that happens follows this kind of curve. The accumulation phase, the prosperity phase, and the stability phase. Now, you see gold. Gold has passed through its accumulation to prosperity and it's at the stability phase. When you invest into a particular trend at the stability phase, your chance of making astronomous profit is very slim, all right? Because at that point in time, a lot of people already know about the opportunity. At that point in time, a huge amount of the world is already participating in it. Now, but the best time to get into any trend is during the accumulation phase to the prosperity phase. And that's where you can see a lot of enormous profit. People who came to gold during the accumulation stroke profit phase of things, they made so much money from gold. That is why, if you can remember, there's what is called the gold rush. All right, there's what is called the gold rush. During the gold rush, inside, can you mute? There are like people there. Like, can you just mute them? Can you mute everybody, please? Thank you.
So you can unmute yourself, please.
Okay, thank you. Please make sure everybody's muted. Thank you. Now, during the gold rush, okay, because if you come in here, for example, this is the best time to get into an opportunity during the accumulation and prosperity phase. Now, during this phase, the opportunity is known. Everybody now knows that gold has value. Now, when you get into an opportunity, when everybody knows about it, all right, the chance of success is, the return is usually very small because it's no longer a no-brainer. Everybody knows about it. And that's why if you're getting into gold in 2012 or getting into gold right now, a little profit. But crypto is still at the accumulation stroke prosperity phase. And that's why $1,000 worth of crypto, Bitcoin 10 years ago, can go to $61 million. I can tell you for free that if you were fortunate to put in $1,000, $1,500 10 years ago, $61 million is enough for somebody to retire, take care of, make sure his kids can school in the best parts of the world. He can buy property in some of the best, choicest places in the world. He can drive some of the most choicest cars in the world. You can think about it, right? Now, you want to get into digital gold right now. That's the rush. The rush is now, it's moved from gold to digital gold. So there's a new rush, all right? But the biggest question here is, are you positioned for the new rush? Now, I want to tell you welcome to the digital gold rush. And I want to establish how powerful, how enormous this gold rush could be. Now look at Bitcoin, all right? If from when Bitcoin, from the early stage of where Bitcoin was formed, all right, up until 2021, if you had put in $100 at that early stage when Bitcoin was formed, sometime in 2021, your $100 would have been worth $81 million. And that's in about 12 years. Think about it, guys. $100 that probably you would have, in the last 12 years, you have spent $100 that you have forgotten about. Like you've spent maybe multiple of $100. What if you had the knowledge to put in $100 12 years ago? Now, you'll be sitting on $81 million. Now, what if it was $1,000? That's $812 million. If it was $10,000, that's you are a dollar billionaire today. But yes, why did you not get into it? Knowledge. Look at Ethereum. So this is not particular to only Bitcoin. There is a digital gold rush. That is the season we are in. That's the era we are in. That's where the new money is coming into. It happened with Ethereum. The early stage of Ethereum was in 2015. $100 put in Ethereum during its early stage. In 2021, that $100 would have been worth $600,000. If it was $1,000, it would have been worth $6 million. If it was 10,000, it would have been worth $60 million. That's what in about 6 years. Don't you think it was a good deal? Now, how about BNB that took $100 from 2011? No, this is wrong word. 2017 actually, down to 2022 to $500,000. Or Solana that took $100 to $32,000 in just 1 year. Or Hex that took $100 to $185,000 in just 1 year. This is where the real money is right now, guys. The gold rush, the digital gold rush. Now, but before we even get into those details, I need you to understand something carefully. You don't just say, oh, there's a new digital gold rush. Let me go and put in money there. No, you got to understand what this space is all about. And the simplest way I can explain to you to help you a little bit is to show you the two types of crypto that we have. Every crypto right here, which is the new digital gold, can fall into any of these two categories. The life cycles, they have any of these two life cycles. The first life cycle is number one, weak cryptos. They are what they call weak cryptos. The cryptos, these are cryptos you should avoid. These are cryptos that you shouldn't put even $1 of your money into. Yeah, a lot of people don't know. Provided the crypto is attached to it, people say, oh, I need to put my money in there. No. Before you spend your $1 into any crypto, ask yourself this question: is it a weak crypto? If that crypto is a weak crypto, avoid it. Let me show you something. This is the typical life cycle of a weak crypto. It might launch at $2. And a lot of people say, oh, it's $2, it's cheap. That means it's going to go up, just like what happened with Bitcoin. Okay, maybe from $2, it went to as high as $24. Oh, this thing is going to repeat Bitcoin. It's going to repeat the life cycle of Bitcoin. So everybody comes in and use Bitcoin to sell anything they're thinking about. And guess what happens? It goes to $24, it crashes to $12, and they say, oh, it's like Bitcoin. Bitcoin also crashed at some point. But listen, it's on its way down. It goes up a little bit, comes down to $3, goes to $5, and people say, oh, it's cheaper now, buy. It's going. And guess what happened? It dies. Debt. And I can tell you, 98% of cryptos out there are weak cryptos. This is what is going to happen to them. They're going to go up a little bit, and people are excited. They're going to go down and go down and go down and die. And guess what happened? You lose all your money. So it's a typical pump, dump, and debt. Typical example. Why you should avoid weak cryptos? Look at this. This is some example of weak cryptos. There's a lot of them. They've all disappeared with people's money. You put in $100 today, it's worth $0. You put in $1,000, you put in $10,000. No amount of money you put into a weak crypto, at the end of the day, return anything back to you more than loss, pain, regrets, and frustration. That's the first kind of crypto you should know about. The second kind of crypto I want to introduce to you today is the legacy crypto. These are the kind of crypto class you should buy. These are the kind of crypto class that you should focus your attention. You should focus your money. If you care to ever want to participate in this new digital gold rush, this is the kind of crypto you should be looking out for. And this is how it works. 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, it's game over. Because the longer it stays, the more the return. That's how it's designed. It's solving a problem. It's actually the future for one industry or the other. You can see what happens, for example. It started at 20 cents. You can get as high as to $1, crash a little bit. For the fact that it's a legacy crypto, it doesn't mean the price will not reduce a bit. I tell people this. When people tell me Bitcoin crash, I'm like, do you know what crash means? If, for example, I bought an aircraft and it takes off 20,000 feet above sea level, at some point there's turbulence and it comes down 16,000 feet above sea level. Yes, it's come down below where it's, the highest altitude is attained. It doesn't mean the aircraft has crashed. Crash would mean that aircraft falling back to where it started and destroys totally. That's when you say it crashed. So if Bitcoin goes to $0, that means Bitcoin has crashed. Not that Bitcoin gets to $60,000, he retraces down to 40,000 and you say it has crashed. What? It hasn't crashed. Every asset, all financial assets, whether it's Amazon, whether it's Apple, think about any company, anything in this world, whether they're solid or not, they must follow this trend. You see, it goes up a bit, it retraces, and every time it comes down, it gives us another buying opportunity. So you may miss out from the beginning, but you may not miss out from the next buying opportunity. And that's a good thing about legacy crypto. They always give you a second chance, all right? But guess what? The earlier you get in, the better for you. Now you can see how it moves and moves and moves, and the value keeps appreciating very well. Now, this is the power of buying and holding legacy crypto, like I've shown you earlier. These are examples of legacy crypto. You can see what happens to them over time. $100 became this, $1,000 became that, $10,000. These numbers are real, guys. Yeah, they're real. And why is it happening? Because this is a legacy crypto, which you should be looking at. Now, how to profit from this digital gold rush? Oh yeah, Ejoke, you've told me that there are two kinds of crypto. Now, how can I spot the legacy crypto? I want to avoid the weak crypto. I'm going to show you. In Moonarcade, we have identified up to 12 ways you can profit from digital gold rush. 12 ways. I'm going to be giving you 2 of these ways for free tonight. The remaining 10 ways, we lock it for our paid subscribers. So my gift for you today is I'm going to show you 2 ways you can profit from the digital gold rush. The first way is the BAF, buy and forget. This is very powerful, guys. Buy and forget. It's about acquiring undervalued projects that are currently in development phases or stage, or at their discount season. In other words, buying the future when it's cheap. Now, think about it this way. Buying into Bitcoin at the early phase, that's what it means that buy and forget. You buy it and you don't go there every day, checking it every week, every month, or every day, or every hour. No, you buy and forget. 1 year after, 2 years after, 3 years after, your $100, your $200 becomes so much. Now look at an example with some very powerful legacy crypto here. $1,000 invested into this crypto in 2020, December 2020. 1 year after, Terra Luna turned $1,000 to $190,000 in 1 year. Solana turned $1,000 to $141,000 in 1 year. Polkadot turned $1,000 to $6,200 in 1 year. Axis Infinity turned $1,000 to $173,000 in 1 year. Cardano turned $1,000 to $9,000 in 1 year. Something striking about this illustration is that they all perform differently. But guess what? One thing is certain, is that they have a multiplying effect on every single money you put in them. Now, so you buy them, and those who bought Terra Luna, for example, in December 2020, probably they sold or still left it. Now you can imagine what the value would be over time, because it's a legacy crypto. The next thing I'm going to show you is, look, this is so powerful. It's called the SAF, set and forget. Now, it works with the principle called dollar cost averaging. The way dollar cost averaging is designed is that rather than you put $1,000 to buy Bitcoin and wait for 10 years, you can actually be buying Bitcoin, a certain amount of Bitcoin at a certain period, repeatedly. I'll show an example. Imagine if you DCA, that means your dollar cost averaged into Ethereum since 2015. So, you know, these projects they could be very risky, and you don't want to invest all your money into them, right? And I tell people, the smartest way to play crypto, all right, is to put in a little amount of money into good projects and see wonders. Now, if you have been investing just $25, guys, into Ethereum every week, guys, from 2015, you'll be investing just $25 every week. You would have, in 6 years, which is 2,253 days, you would have invested a total of $7,950. You would not feel it because you're just investing $25. The reason why you're investing $25 into Ethereum every week is because you have identified that it's a legacy crypto. So don't just go in and just pick any crypto and start investing $25 every week. No, that's not the strategy. You can pick a legacy crypto and dollar cost average into it. But guess what happened? $25 invested over 6 years you would have invested a total of $7,950. And you would have done this in 318 times, right? But today, that $25 that you have been investing every week is now worth $1.6 million, which is 397 Ethereum. Yeah. Buying $25 every week. This is the total amount of money you spent after 6 years, less than 8,000. This is the value of what your investment is standing on, $1.6 million. Now, this $1.6 million it's really not the real value. You know why? Because at the end of the day, this is the amount of Ethereum you have, 397. It's like you having 397 gold bars. So that means once the price of Ethereum appreciates, it means your 397 Ethereum you have increase in dollar value. That's another smart way you can you can invest smartly into legacy crypto. Now, I want to show you one of our projects in Moonarcade we did last year, Q4, that's the last quarter of 2021. It was a very powerful project. We studied this project, we analyzed it, and we showed all Moonarcaders, our subscribers, hey guys, I think this is a project you don't want to look at again, because we don't give advice. What we simply do is we spend time, we're extremely experienced, and we're able to identify some of these legacy cryptos and show you guys how you can benefit and participate in it if you choose to. And this was with the Polkadot parachain auction. Now, then we got in, some people got in, so this is a case example of someone who put in $400, which is about 14,000 back then, last year, quarter. And your dot will be locked for 2 years. And this is what we're expecting, okay? Over $300,000, right? Because participating from the Polkadot parachain, we were able to get 4 different legacy crypto. So it works this way. You participate with 1 legacy crypto and you get 4 different legacy crypto. Just like I say, lock your gold and we'll give you in return silver, diamond, platinum, and what again? Sapphire, okay? And after 2 years, I'm going to give you back your gold that has real value and you still have your 4 different crypto. Crazy. All monarchs that participated in this are in for something very serious and something very big. Now, this shows you how powerful the kind of information that we deliver to our subscribers, which are the monarchs. Now, before I close, I want to ask you this question. Is Moon Arcade for me? Don't just subscribe to Moon Arcade. Answer this question first before you make any decision tonight. I've shown you the different type of crypto, the ones you should avoid and the ones you should consider. I've shown you that there are 12 ways you can profit from it, and I've shown you 2 for free. If you get a legacy crypto, if you're able to identify legacy crypto, you buy and forget, or you can set and forget using the dollar cost average strategy. But now, before you even spend a penny, before you consider becoming part of Moon Arcade, ask yourself this question. Number 1, have you got the time to do deep dive on a growing list of over 17,983 crypto? Well, if you're not aware, there are over 17,000 crypto today. Imagine going through all 17,000 to spot the legacy crypto. That's a lot of work, guys. That's a lot of work. Now, if you've got the time, you don't need Moon Arcade. Have you got the bank grade tools and manpower to spot the next Bitcoin or legacy crypto? If you got that bank grade tools, the manpower, you don't need Moon Arcade. Now, have you got what it takes to spot the 98% of crypto that might eventually fail? And that's true. The top 20 crypto in 2017, we only have 5 left. The rest have gone down. Yeah. And the crypto that we're seeing today in 2022, by 2025, I can assure you that not all of them, probably just 2 or 3, might be among the top crypto. 98% of crypto eventually fail. Now, have you got what it takes to spot it? Lastly, can you analyze and interpret fundamental and technical data? Now, if your answer is yes, congrats to you. You don't need Moon Arcade. But if your answer is no, then you may want to consider becoming a Moon Arcader. Now, someone tells me, wow, this thing sounds very interesting. I think it's something I want to consider. But before you consider it, another question is the big question. How much do I need to make huge profit from hodling legacy crypto? Guess what? As little as $100. I tell people, what we are showing you in Moon Arcade, we're showing you that you don't need a lot of money to make enough money. What you need is just $100 a year, $200 a year, but with quality information, putting them into the right project and watch things unfold. It's not an opportunity for you to sell your house or sell your car or get stranded financially. That's why I started by saying that what you need, you already got to take you to the next level. All you need is the right information. And that's what we concentrate on. And I want to show you the power of $100. The power of $100. Put in $100 in the right legacy crypto is enough. Bitcoin, $100, went to 81 million after 12 years. Ethereum, $100, went to $600,000 after 7 years. BNB, after 5 years, 590,000. Solana, after 1 year, 32,000. This is all $100. So my next question for you is, before you spend the next $100, ask yourself this question. Could there be a legacy crypto that I can put this $100 in? And in a year, in 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, it's like buy and forget. Your $100 becomes a seed that can generate into a mighty financial palm tree for you and give you repeated income again and again. Now, what's the cost of becoming part of Monarcade? There's a one-time enrollment fee of $250 to come into the community. It's one time. And you subscribe to the service for $299. It gives you access for 6 months, and $499, and it gives you access for 12 months. Now, at the same time, if you recommend 3 people to subscribe to our service, you can get access to this timely information for free also. Now, what do you get as a Monacader? Number 1, we have a live class twice every week. And our live class is designed, whether you're new to crypto, you've never ever bought any crypto. You have a catch-up of 1 hour where you have the analysts, the trainers, they guide you, they show you how you can get in step by step. Number 2, we have an arcade where video guides are there on how you can participate in some of this project, because this project, they come in through their dynamic, the way it works. Then also you have access to our Telegram group where we have 2 groups. We have the alert group and we have an interactive group where you can freely ask questions. You know, you stumble into an issue, what you need to do. Other Monarcaders are there to help you who have been in the system for some months now. So they're more experienced, or probably the analysts can also come and help you. Then we have a marketplace where we get published reports. We have a pick of the month. Last month, was it last month? Yeah, this month we have a pick of the month. What is that crypto that we're considering as our pick of the month? We have that. All right. So if you're coming for 6 months, you most likely will have 6 picks of the month, right? Then we have a YouTube channel where we do our open calls, all right, where people can get some free opportunities for free. All right, we also do that. And another big thing is this: we have access to some of the founders of this crypto project. So we invite them to come and talk about their project to our Monarcaders. And we've invited quite a number of them. So let's imagine BNB or Ethereum, the founder. Imagine you're sitting in a Zoom meeting and you are able to ask questions to the founder and say, okay, tell me the reason why this is it. Tell me the reason why that is that. So we give you exclusive AMA, Ask Me Anything, with the founders of this project. So you are not just there buying it because your friend told you to buy it, or buying it because your brother told you. I'll tell you a story. My younger sister called me. She texted me some time ago, and she said she wants to buy USDT. I said, what do you want it for? She said she wants to start buying crypto. I said, really? Okay. What crypto do you want to buy? I said, send me the list. She sent me 6 crypto. And I told her, okay, what about these cryptos? Who told you about it? I said, my friend told me about it. I said, your friend, okay. So why do you want to invest into them? I said, my friend said they're going to go up. It's going to go up. I said, okay, what problem is the crypto solving? He said, I don't know. My friend just said, and my friend has been doing crypto for a while, so I just believe that she knows what she's doing. Trust me, from our analysis, those 6 crypto are all weak crypto. My sister was on her way to lose her money. And I told her, I said, listen, these are not the crypto you should consider. So some people are making buying decisions, just a friend told them. Yeah, and that's it. So we take you away from, we take the noise away from you. We make you make a smart decision that is knowledge-based with information. Now, that's about it. Let's go to the moon. We're creating generational wealth by spotting fresh crypto opportunities before the board. We have our YouTube channel, which is at Moon Arcade, right? You can visit our website also. And that's it. So I'd like to answer questions if there are any. Otherwise, I will hand the class over to Mr. Eddie. So thank you very much. And I do hope that before we get into the stability phase, you should be able to get 1 or 2 or 3 or 5 crypto that could give you capital gain and probably change your life forever. Thank you.
Awesome.